Good morning and happy Thursday. It's Journal with Me Day. We finished our sepia mini journal series last week. And sorry about this. I'll get loud for a second. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let's see, 1 second. I just realized, hopefully that doesn't. Still recording. Okay, good. I just realized I need to turn off all my notifications and whatnot so that nothing gets disturbed and gets cut off. That would kill me. Okay, so it's Thursday morning. It's Journal with Me. We finished the sepia kit mini junk journal last week. At least you guys did. I was ahead of the game on that one. So it was a good example. It was a good try me, good thing to work on. And so I felt this week I'm sort of in a limbo. As you noticed, I did not get a reveal with me done this week. I literally finished a kit last night. This is technically Tuesday morning for me. I literally finished a kit late last night, had printer problems, could not get to a Tuesday reveal with me kit, right? Finished it, but not in time to do a video for it. So you will see a brand new kit next Tuesday. Woohoo! Very stoked about that. So keep an eye on my Instagram account. I may start teasing you guys with that one, especially as we get into the weekend. So this is Thursday. So yeah, as we get into the weekend, I'm going to start teasing what's going to be revealed come Tuesday morning. So we're really stoked about that. That was a collaboration with Vintage Paper Girl. And, you know, it took us a little over a week to do, but we're really stoked with how it came out. It's going to be a lot of fun to play with. And you will see, hopefully, some journaling with me, some ephemera making, things like that, probably with that new journal kit also. So I'm not going to do a series per se from here on out for the next couple weeks into April, maybe the 1st of May. It's going to be more like organize this, work on these pages, maybe work on the cover, come back and work on ephemera. Oh, let's go work on that kit. It's just going to be a consistent, I'm going to work on this today. I'm going to spend one day a week working on physical journal stuff with my kit, with other people's stuff, with whatever. We're actually going to take a break. We'll take 1 week where we'll happy plan. I'm going to do a happy planner spread or two with some new stickers I'm creating, some of the new kits that I'm working on. So, you know, we're going to have some fun. We're going to do a little bit of both of junk journaling and happy planning journaling that we're going to work on. So it has my kits involved, but the things that I want to create. So today is going to be sort of an organize with me, one of my sort of a long-term project that we'll work on the next probably March and April. As you can see, this is a box. It was shipped to me. I decorated. I put a little fun thing on the front so I could start putting tags. These are tags from clothes that I got, and they're clear. They're plain. They have pretty, you know, strings and clips, and I've got little things that I've been collecting. I like the color of them. I like the shape of them. Maybe they're just really stout, so that I could, you know, little cute cutouts, things I can cover and make ephemera from, right? So things got stuffed in there. But with this kit, this started out back in September, October when I created I'm going to put it up right. I know it's going to be a little weird. When I created my first Botanical Herb Garden Journal Kit. And we talked about it way back then when I was sort of doing YouTubes. I was having a real tough time with them. And we were playing with this kit. So I'll sort of show you what we got. Again, we're sort of going to organize it, but I had created a garden iris floral herbal pages, right? Sepias, one of my first attempts at sepias before we did the bunnies. Really just did this both light and dark journal kit. And it was sort of the wrong time though. I was starting to work on spring way before because I was done with fall. I had some Christmas already done. So I was finding something in between to work on. And then I went heavy into Christmas, right? We went crazy with Christmas and winter. So I'm revisiting it. We're finally going to work on the journal. You know, spring is right around the corner. We're a little over a week away from spring. And I want to do a secondary kit to this one. I want to do, this is botanicals and herbs. I want to do a wildflower botanical 2 garden, you know, wildflower botanical garden 2 kit, right? To go with this, along with everything I've been collecting. I've just been going crazy. And there's a great book that I got a hold of. And it just has all kinds of great pages in here, both written, more irises, both written and illustrated, that are going to be a great sense of resources for a new kit. And I do have a green book, about similar in color, that I could turn into an altered book. I'll show you guys. And that's the thing. I haven't decided exactly because it's been a while. 1 sec. I got a hold of a just, you know, a Dollar Tree, whatever, book that it's a little woodsy, but yeah, we definitely would want to cover it up. And I love the green color, and there's pictures in it, and you know, I don't know if I want to pull the sucker apart. Yeah, it's great for elements. It's great for papers, but this may be one that I definitely pull apart and I hold on to the pages for other things. Maybe make an altered book out of it. I don't know, right? It's a good sized book though. I mean, it's huge. I don't know how. Gotta see how big this sucker is. This baby is 7.5 wide by almost 9. 9.5. So 7.5 by 9.5. It's a little bit bigger than say a standard 9 by 6. You know, Mod Podge book cover type thing, but it would give me the bounds to do my 2 to 3. It's like equivalent to 2 or 3 signatures, but it wouldn't. But we would do it as an altered book, right? We'd use a use a couple pages, pull out 8 pages, do a couple pages, pull out 8 pages, or whatever. The new 86 pages, pull out, because I know this is going to get really thick. So I don't know. It's a possibility, but you know, because I don't see me making anything that would work with this book. Twin Peaks: A History of, so it must be mountain based. I don't know where Twin Peaks even is, but they were good colors. So we are starting to do the ins and outs of this, right? And if I haven't mentioned, I'm sorry. Good morning. This is Jolene with AJeweldDesign. I got all excited. This is like the second or third video today I've recorded, so I forget you don't watch them all back to back. So sorry. I'm so excited, right? AJeweldDesign, AJeweldDesign, AJeweldDesign. Woohoo! Okay, there we go. I'm done. You'd realize it at the end of the video if you watched all of it. There, my icon will come up. My thing will come up. But oh god, it was a long week last week, and we're getting into this week, and I still have so much going on. Like I said, I mentioned Happy Planner stickers that I'm bouncing off the new kits that you guys don't even know about yet, and oh, so much fun. So okay, so let's go through this. I know I sort of had a concept, but I have this whole realm of stuff. I found seed packet icons that I've put in other things, but I wanted those here. I've had envelope with stickers and washi tapes, which are fun to cut out. You know, I got papers up the wazoo. I mean, I literally, everything I was like, oh, that'll be fun to play with. That'll be fun to play with. So I have supplies. I have paper things that are left over from other projects that we were doing, right? This is my pink distressed paper that I print out on both pages. So there's that. So we have supplies everywhere. I have envelopes I started putting aside so I can start making those. So that's that. Ribbons. Now, I'm a purple girl. Okay, so my spring book at one point sort of was heading that direction. I don't know if it'll stay that way because it is definitely, you know, spring, but I don't know how much purple's in it. I was given the prettiest eco-dyed pink paper. Right? I was happy. I was so stoked about that. I bought this kit at one point. It had a cute little cover of like watercolor in it. It had some papers in it. So I don't know. I think it was hinting towards, I think there's pieces in here. That was a thank you. That may work. So that was sort of a tentative. We looked at this wondering whether or not that ephemera was going to get put into place. Here's the sepia pages, which maybe, you know, I overlayer some ephemera that could get put into it. So I have a little bit of everything. We have the piles of paragraph things that we can make tags for that are in gorgeous colors, greens and creams, teals and pinks and purples. So there's that. Like I said, I have all kinds of stuff. There's my tag that we didn't get to use in my sepia, so that's ephemera. Paper, another cluster, so that's ephemera. I know, just when you want to see is me organize. More paper. That was something from, oh, see, that was just paper in a card, and I was wondering maybe the card would be worth, oh, it's a thank you card, but it has stuff in it. I had like, oh, has our business cards? I thought it had something else in it. Maybe I was just trying to keep it aside, but again, you know, take it, make it maybe a little bit of ephemera out of it. That's sort of more of an ephemera piece than anything. More pink paper. Oh my gosh. See, I've been putting stuff in here forever. My daughter's made these with paint and those swirly sort of canvases. And I've been watching Gail Gastinelli, and she's taken things like this mixed media type stuff and cutting them into tags and whatnot and layering on top of them. So I think this would make really great pieces for ephemera. It's paper, but I think this is going to make some really fun ephemera pieces out of it, especially if we go bright and very springy. So we've got that going, right? So that's more sort of, I don't know, I guess it's more ephemera pieces, right? We'll make it sort of ephemera type thing. I know I'm going to make ephemera out of it. Like I said, I have all this purple ribbon. Whether or not that works anywhere, I don't know. So I may change over. I have the pretty teal babble thing on this one because I love the cats and stuff in it, but I'm a huge purple fan. So this may get turned into an actual bangle or something and actually added to the cover. So that's that potential there, but I'll put it up there. I found these when we were working on the sepia, and they are pale pink, and they have tiny little holes, and they can be turned for tags and bookmarky things and fun, etc. There's that's all the ribbon, which is more, you know, stuff. We still have the tissue paper. It was wrapped in one of my things. One of my orders had wrapped this in here, and I really think it's going to hold out for actually a sewing kit. So that's going to go somewhere else. And I got, the last thing I think was the Edith Holden March and April. I wanted March and April pages. And because it's my birthday month, I love spring. I'm just a huge fan of it. Of course, when you're born in it, it does help. But March, and these pages are gorgeous, and I hate, you know, I want to be able to turn them on their side and be able to read them. I might scan them in so I get them a little more within the papers if I decide I need more pages. But using them both ways. I want to be able to scan them in and be able to, you know, put them in there's pretty poems and stuff in here, so I wanted those to be part of it too. So there's more paper. So, okay, so here's paper in a way, in its own setting. We've got the ribbons, we've got some base pieces so we've got the paper and the packets and the envelopes, right, for scraps and to make ephemera. So we've got that going. But we want to keep those all together. Pinks, whites, creams. Then we have the ephemera. Or deer over here. Alright, so daughters are out of school. So this was leftover paper from playing with the samples and pieces that I must have used to make something out of, which usually is scrap paper. Yeah, it's all scrap paper, right? Alright, so in here, I was starting to shove. So this was a tentative, I thought this was a cover at one point. I don't know why it's just hardcover, so it just was a thought process. So here's more fussy cut ephemera. I think it was the coloring that I liked. It was a little worldy, but there's a clock in there, and there's words, and there's a map, and there's like a swan, which is super cute. So this was a cute little thing of supplies. I'll put it up above as a possibility. Another, okay, envelope. We know that's necessary, but we'll put it over there. Another big envelope. So if I wanted to do some kind of large, whatever. I've got a lot of envelopes lately in pretty colors. I have a whole stack, I think, of red ones from Valentine's, and I was like, those might work out well. All right, so here's all the ephemera from this Botanical Urban Garden digital kit that is still up for sale. That doesn't come down ever because it's forever, right? But it has all my usuals. I did make these cute index cards with tabs on them. We've got little ephemeras and fussy cuts, pockets, journals. I mean, this is actually a kit that I've evolved so much into in the past, but you have a lot of really great base pieces that we will use out of it. Okay, so that's the ephemera. But I'm also revisiting this kit to see what I need to do, change, and add to for the Botanical Garden 2 set, the Wildflower Botanical Garden 2 set. And so here's our pages, and I had sort of had this in a way that allowed how I thought I was going to fold it. Like that would be my front, could be my front cover or my inner front cover. Then I was going to fold this in half to make it a pocket tuck insert type thing. Then you had the pocket on the other side, on the other end, you'd have the pocket here. So that was that thought. And then you have this page folded, which is just adorable with the bunny on it. And that was, what was that? A page from one of my Western books from all the information. My little caterpillars, word gardens. The backing you can see. I have writing on it. So yeah, all the different backings I used for stuff. So that when you flipped, you would see, these pages are the other direction. I get to a point where I sometimes don't want to go like decor after decor after decor after decor on my right side. Me personally. I like varying it, so I will sometimes turn this on here. So it is now a tuck page, a belly bend page, a pocket, something heavy on this end to balance out what may be heavy on the other side. Piece of tissue, if it's just for different edges, maybe I'll rip the edges, maybe I'll scallop it. Something like a doily or something you put in there. Being creative because I don't have a lot. So this is something I was going to put in there. All my pockets, again, put it on something. I'm going to put it in my stash because I know that gets added to all these pages. Now, this was going to be the middle of my book, I believe. This was going to be my middle signature, at least for this one, because it's super decorated. It's a great middle signature. then I found this stuff and I thought it was so fun for something different. It reminded me of honeycombs. It reminded me of mesh that you would see in the garden, maybe the lattice work on a deck. So I wanted just to sort of fold it in half and like literally try to sew it in and be in the middle, like right past, like before and after my signature. Like it would be this very thick, like silly, you know, thing. But we'll see if that holds out. But that's that tentative, which I'm going to leave it in here in this direction. Right? And then we went into the other side and we started getting our mice and we get a different, sort of a different background feel. So there's the background for that. Then I go into my, just to have another piece of paper in there, some different, what ordeals. I had the avocado paper. Then we go into that one with the backgrounds. And then this is where, again, where I sort of flip around, where here you see the background first, and then you see this towards the back of the book. At this time, this is like your last page. It's like you're literally flipping it, and that's your first page. Oh, so I wonder, no, I take that back. That might not be. That might be my front cover. Because technically, if that's a back page, let me fold this whole thing in half. I don't know. Maybe that was my signature. Makes you wonder, right? Because if you fold this whole thing in half, which now, you know, there's the front, and this is actually the middle. I think that's what I did. Maybe that wasn't. So that actually, that could be a cute front. That would be a cute signature too. That's why it's, maybe I was looking at it upside down. But the bunny, they're all my fun pieces are in here. So it's either going to be the cover or it's going to be the signature. Maybe it's not going to be the other one that was in here. Here I'm thinking it was going that way, and no, I don't know. So that's why I'm re-looking at this, trying to debate, because if this is what I think it is, how it is, then it would technically go, you know, we'd be folding it in half, and it's either that's my front cover and that's my signature, middle of my signature. I should say signature. It's the main piece, right? That's that fun decorative piece in the middle. So there's that. Now, I don't think this is going to be the cover anymore. You know, I'd have to trim these down super far. It's right now just another piece of paper. But it's very useful and helpful. And what I may just do is help sort of shove all this stuff in here. We're going to put a nice little doohickey in it and make sure that my supplies do not get all crazy, right? We don't want to lose the supplies. Ta-da! Okay. So those are supplies right now. What is on the bottom of this? Oh, more ribbon. Oh my gosh. I have more ribbon. I've been buying stuff from this probably for the past year from an Etsy shop, and her signature ribbon is purple, which works really well for me. I'm all stoked, right? I'm like, woohoo, I love it. Right? And then there's some strands, like I had leftovers from something that I felt was springy. I was trying to put it in here as to not, you know, miss out or lose these things, but we'll see. Okay, so those are the papers I'm working on. You know, I've got more scraps. I've got all the ephemera for this. I have ephemera started or pieces started for it. And potential, right? So the only difference now was debating on whether I was going to alter a book for this, and definitely need more pages, which if I altered the book, an altered book page, then I did change how I use this stuff, how I use this, how I used, you know, books, things like this, because you wouldn't insert, you wouldn't insert it the same way to give you some dimension and fluff and texture. But I did just see Gail show off, Gail Gustinelli, show off a couple really cool fabric snippet options, like how to make snippet rolls. And one of them was how you layered fabric strips onto another piece of batting, like something light like this. And she layered it in a way and sewed it in a way that I thought, oh my gosh, that would make just the cutest fabric cover. So parts of me is really tempted to do a fabric cover with this layered technique that you can make fabric snippets out of, and try and do a fabric cover instead of a Mod Podge, right? And do, instead of a Mod Podge fabric tissue paper cover, do a fabric layered cover. But I'm wondering if I do it wide enough that maybe then I glue it down to a cardboard, onto a cardboard platform, so I can have a nice binding to it. So I could make 2 to 3 signatures with everything I wanted. Then I found Tim Holtz vellums. I have my papers. I'm looking at a second kit. I may want to integrate some of my CottonTail Woodsy kit. I might want to put in my Rosemary kit. I mean, I have a lot of spring purple floral kits that I may want to integrate all into this, or have my Botanical be my pages, but my ephemera is all my fun stuff. So there's a lot to do with this. So I think we're going to get to that point where I'm going to start working on some ephemera, seeing with what I do have on with my samples, my scraps, my everything. Start making things that are going to go in this darling little kit. Because like here, this is part of my wallpaper kit. I have a floral spring wallpaper set, and that have some collage pages in the back that have these pretty laces and flowers. And these were flowers that were in my garden at the time. I think I have an Instagram. I don't think I have a YouTube on this one, but you go to IG, go back to probably this time. No, it would be later. It wouldn't be this time. Let's see. When did I take? Well, I took the pictures. I probably took all my pictures in March and April. I realized I had them because I always love them for my phone and my screensavers. Because they had to be in bloom, but I don't think I made anything with them until April or May. I think April or May, we started getting into the wallpaper, the vintage wallpaper look. And I thought, well, what if I could try to make my own and just, a little more modern, a little more contemporary. But I have floral wallpaper, floral spring wallpaper. So I had to be done it in April, May. And just before summer, or I did it like late May. I may have even done it early May, just before, in May when summer hadn't shown up yet. Technically, it was still spring. It was still spring. So, look back in my IG, my Instagram around May. Of course, just look under journal papers in my Etsy. I'll link it. Maybe it'll link it too, just in case. But I will probably link some of the stuff we were talking about today. The kits, of course, I do want to work with, and the possibility of others, just if you want to take a look at it, if you're into spring and you're starting to work on your spring journals, your garden journals, and whatnot. This is going to take me probably all 2 months to get through. By May, I have this book done. Great. It is pretty. I mean, it has journaling capabilities that if I want to share birthday moments, spring memories, end of school, who knows what will be in it. Or it's all prep ready to go for next spring. We all journal things for different reasons. This could just be a daily journal for me. This could be, who knows what this will be, or it's going to come out really, really well, and I'm selling it off, but I'm still timid about that. So there's a quick organization. It is a quick video today. I wanted to let you know where I was heading with these. Another botanical kit is in the works. It's going to be a few weeks, but I have lots going on right now. We actually have retro kits. We have kitchenette kits. I have sewing kits. I have the Botanical Wildflower Kit. We may go back to florals of pinks and blues. I have any and every other little thing in between, from tags and background papers and doilies. And I mean, it's never ending when we get going and the ball gets rolling, and it's a snowball effect. It just keeps going and getting bigger. I do have lots and lots to share with you guys as I continue to create them and work on them. I've got Happy Planner sticker sheets that are also great for small embellishments, and mini ephemera, or mini embellishments, small ephemera that work for you guys. It goes both ways, depending which if you're a Happy Planner, if you're a junk journaler, and both in between. Like myself, I do both. So yeah, just keep your eyes open. I promise each week there will be a journal with me of some sort, that I'm creating something. It also gets me out of my, keeps me out of a rut, because I get to physically work with stuff and then go back and do my digital. And every week I can, if I've got a new kit available, I will definitely reveal it to you. We'll keep that going on Tuesdays. So I appreciate you watching and checking in. I hopefully you'll continue to see what I'm up to, and will craft along with me on Thursdays when I'm doing something. Whether it be ephemera, whether it be covers, maybe just cutting strips and coming back, and that time lapse where I get to show you what I'm creating for maybe a cover for this one. Sometimes it does help creating a cover to see how much space you have, and then how hard hit to go with the signatures. But I did do that with my fall one. I made that a really light cover, put it around some cereal box covers. And, you know, I had room for 3 signatures, which means I have years to come to fill it up for fall, which 2 to 3 months of fall, we have anniversaries and birthdays. And we really enjoy this season of the traditions with the kids. So I know that journal is going to get used year after year after year until it's completely full. And that is going to be a great keepsake for my kids. So this might have some of the same feel for spring and birthdays, Easters, get-togethers. You know, we'll end this book maybe every year as we go into summer, right? You know, the school year's over with, first day of summer break, all those lovely memories. And this has some great potential. So thank you for joining me. Again, this is Jolene with AJeweldDesign. And not so much a journal with me, but the intro to the journal with me's in the near future. So have a wonderful day, and we'll talk again soon.